And I don't really have any fanfare to get us to our next segment, which I really should. Wait, let's see here. Hang on, let's see. Segue. Oh, well, man, I can't believe we're here at the end of the month, at the end of the year.
Crazy.
Finally, holiday times. And this is just seems like the best time to kick off our next segment, which is, of course, our 2021 Collect All Monsters Holiday Gift Guide.
Presents.
That's a beautiful photo, by the way. Gorgeous.
Thank you. I took it myself from the internet.
Yay! Way to go. I'm impressed.
Hard travel, man.
Right. It's a nice steal. Anyway, so hey, we did this last year. I had a blast doing it, and we're going to do it again. I think we're just going to keep doing it over and over again. It's
fun,
really fun, and we did it a little bit differently than we did last year for this episode for this year. What we did is we've each highlighted one seller that we wanted to sort of like showcase some of the cool stuff they have, and we picked 3 items from each of those sellers, and we are going to share those with you right now. So let's see. I will get things in order. I believe the first. Yep, that's right. David is going to tell us about Showcase Daikaiju.
Showcase Daikaiju. That is a cool web store by our good friend Sean Linkenbach, who you see at G-Fest all the time. He's a longtime collector. He does all those awesome poster books. He's just an all-around great guy, and he has a great place to buy gifts or things for yourself. So without further ado, let's see what Showcase has in store for you that I chose. So I chose these 3 things. The very first one is the reissue of Godzilla's Go-Kart, which was an old Aurora kit that eventually became really, really hard to get. When the model kit craze came back in the early 90s, this kit was really, really sought after, and it was almost impossible to find. And when you did find one, the box was in bad condition, or it was super expensive, or it was missing pieces. So a few years ago, Polar Lights, which is the company that released this one, released a version of this, but they couldn't use Godzilla because they didn't have the license for Godzilla. So it was just called the Go-Kart. And for those purists like myself and Steve and Sean, we really wanted to have a repro of the actual box. So finally, they were able to get the rights to say Godzilla's Go-Kart. And it's part of that craze in the late 60s with sort of like the Rat Fink. Remember the Rat Fink cars and all that stuff?
Big Daddy Roth.
Big Daddy Roth. I couldn't think of the name. And rock and roll, go, doing your kits in the garage while someone's working on their motorcycle. Just super cool stuff. So really nostalgic kit, very reasonable, $31.49. You can't beat it.
Not bad at all.
It's just a great gift for some of those old timers who remember these kits fondly. I actually never had it. I never got it because it was even hard to find back then, if I'm not mistaken. But that's my first item. And then the second item, and let's thank Sean right away for keeping his Black Friday sale prices valid for our Collect All Monsters holiday gift guide. So thank you, Sean, for that. The next 2 items are actually on sale. And this is the upcoming Bandai 6-inch Hedorah figure, aka the Smog Monster, and it just speaks for itself. It's a beautiful, beautiful figure. The sculpting is perfect. It almost looks like X Plus quality. It's very affordable, $29.99. Can't beat that. It's great stocking stuffer, or for someone who's just starting out, it's a great way to get Hedorah into your collection. A really great, inexpensive version of Hedorah into your collection. And then finally, I chose this. Well, of course, there's a lot to choose from. I think Sean has 61 of these DVD box sets. What's the Japanese word for them, Kyle? I keep forgetting.
Well, the company is Kodansha. That's the company.
Kodansha. That's the company. Japan. Yeah, Kodansha. Godzilla DVD box sets, and of course I highlighted the Mothra versus Godzilla 64. But Sean's got 61 different ones, and he's got multiple copies of each one. $25. You can't beat it.
That's
the DVD,
perfect.
and it comes with a bunch of beautiful reprint posters, speed posters, little like flyers, and things that you would get at the movies. Just really, really awesome for that price. And I've given a few of these as gifts myself. I've got a couple of them, And it's a really great, inexpensive way to have some really cool artwork and poster art, and not paying the ridiculous prices for the original ones. Kyle actually showcased some that he had in a past show, and they look really, really good. Just beware. There are some unscrupulous sellers on the internet passing these repros off as the real thing, and that's how good they are. They're really, really good. So you can choose, pretty much. It's not just Godzilla. He has like Frankenstein versus Baragon, the Gargantuas, the Mysterians, etc., etc. So just go to Showcase Collectibles, $25.
There'll be a link in the show notes here, which
Yes.
actually, because it's more than one product, what I did is I have a link to the search results. So if you literally search for Godzilla DVD collector box, that's what comes up as the search results when you click that link. And if I may just echo what David's saying,
absolutely
holy moly, these things are
of them.
phenomenal, absolutely stunning stuff that comes inside. And some stuff that they put in these boxes, I was like, whoa, I've never even seen that poster before. So really cool stuff, in my opinion.
Really cool stuff. Yeah, Kyle actually saw them at his house in the HQ, and he has them beautifully framed. I mean, they can fool experts. They're so good, and you don't need to spend the money for it. And it's just beautiful. And at $25, you can't really go wrong if you want to hang some of this stuff up. And before I pass it down to Les, or Christine's going next. Before I pass it down to Christine, I just want to tell you about Knots. Knots should their tagline should be "Knots easy to get."
Oh my God, that's good.
I was thinking about that the whole time. I'm like, I'm gonna say that.
Knots gonna get this one.
I'll be here all week. Knots easy to get. Because you've all heard the stories about the storyboard figure, about the storyboard. But yeah, Showcase Collectibles. Sean's an awesome guy. Go shopping. You still have time. We got less than a week left before the big day. Really great stuff. Thank you, Sean, again for keeping the sale prices for us.
Yeah,
and
that
for
was
our viewers.
nice.
That was very nice of him. Give the small business some of your hard-earned money. You feel good about that kind of thing. So, without further
Leslie's
ado,
actually next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Leslie Chambers, right next to me, right here. This guy is going next. There he is.
Oh,
There he is. I'm over here.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm over here.
Good
Yeah.
thing of
There he
that.
is. All right. Yes, it really is just coffee. It really is just coffee.
Mine's not coffee.
You gotta love live TV. I tell you that.
You better watch it.
I gotta be good. Behaving myself.
Okay, well, in my segment for the holiday gift guide, the Kaiju holiday gift guide, I want to give a huge shout out to the awesome, wonderful people behind Kaiju Live, AJ Russo, Frank Russo. Of course, you will see them pretty much almost every Sunday night on their awesome YouTube collectible auction show. But I don't think they're doing any more shows for the rest of the year. So you have to wait till next year, maybe the first of the year, for them to come back. But that doesn't mean that you can't go to their website or their store, kaijulive.shop, and get these awesome 3 things that I picked in my segment. The first thing I want to talk about is, of course, they got the Deforeal Biollante.
Oh,
Nice.
my girl.
For $205, which is still a great price. And as you can see here,
Huge.
in my opinion, this will win overall Deforeal figure of the year. You know what I mean?
I'm not biased.
Overall, Deforeal figure ever, right?
Probably, well,
So far.
the Big Mouth Orga kind of gives us some competition.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Biollante.
We'll see.
But I think this year, with the Deforeals they did put out, Dr. Serizawa, the couple of gamers from the Heisei period, even the 89 that just dropped, right? But I think this one will take the cake as overall Deforeal figure of the year.
Great
And if you
choice.
missed out on getting one, please hit up kaijuliveshop.com and get you the standard version of Deforeal Biollante. You will not be disappointed.
Yes, Adrian, that's still available.
She's, it's like, I can't even talk. She's so amazing.
Yes. And
I've got her coming. She's on her way.
Yes, David.
And thanks to AJ, I'm also getting an 89 because he had an extra one, or long story, but I'm getting a Deforeal 89 from AJ from this particular Kaiju Live site. So there you go. I'm a happy
Perfect.
customer right here.
And it's funny because this figure, I think they had a vote at the time, and they were like, "What should we make next in Deforeal line?" I think Biollante won. It won hands down. It was.
Is it any surprise though?
Yeah,
I mean, really. My girl.
I guess folks like overrated kaiju, so hey, that's why she won.
Hey, you bought her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this thing is amazing. So please get your hands on it. Number 2, I want to talk about this book. Of course, the Godzilla vs. Kong. Basically concept art book. Want to give you a huge shout out and thank you to John Ruffin. He gave me this when I went to see him earlier this year, or over the summer, I should say. And I know we kind of gotten away from Godzilla vs. Kong. The hype is pretty much down, but still pick this up if you're a huge fan of the movie. It has pictures, concept art of the monsters, the characters, and in a way, it's kind of infuriating because if you get this book and you see some of the designs from Mechagodzilla that didn't make it versus the one that did make it, it will make you really, really mad. Because you like, why did they choose that one over what's in this book right here? But you want to know what they look like, please get this book, all right? And last and certainly but not least, I want to talk about the set, the Kong Skull Island set, the Kong versus Skullcrawler set. He has, I think, one set in stock, I believe. Maybe 1 or 2, but I know at least one, where you have basically the Star Ace / X Plus Kong 2.0, which in my opinion is the best version of the Monster vs. Kong that X Plus has ever done. Like I said, this is the second one. We know with him roaring, whatever, with the bass, whatever. And it also comes with the Skullcrawler. I'm going to try and get him because he's made of resin. And
easy.
Yeah. You're freaking me out already.
Put the Kong down. You can't.
I can't. I got to ride with him. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. Wow.
There you go. Now,
cool.
keep in mind, the Skullcrawler, I got this earlier this year and I forgot to show it off on the show and tell on one of our episodes of the past year, and I feel real bad about it. Because honestly, I was never really a big fan of the Skullcrawler as a monster in the film. But this thing is amazing. Now, mind you, once you get it, please keep in mind that the arms are magnetized. And sometimes they do fall out if you jerk it a little bit or just handle it, too harshly. So you may want to put like some super glue to put the arms in place. But this thing is amazing. So if you're a huge fan of Kong Skull Island, the film that made the most money in the Monsterverse, I might add. Not Godzilla, but Kong made the most money. Please get your hands on this set. $425, which is really a good price considering that one of these pieces is polyresin, and this base is awesome. Kong is awesome. So again, if you're a fan of Kong Skull Island, please get your hands on this set. You will not be disappointed. So between that, the GVK book, and the Deforeal Biollante, you got some great goodies to grab at the Kaiju Live website, kaijulive.shop. And that's pretty much it in my segment.
Real quick, Leslie, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What's the scale of those? Is that the correct scale for the Skullcrawler with Kong, or is it a little bit off?
Yes, because the Skullcrawler was supposed to be the same size as Kong in the film. So they pretty much scale well with each other.
That's pretty close.
They do look good together.
They look really good together.
They do look good. And until we do get
Skullcrawler just wants a hug, you guys.
I know.
I just want some loving.
He wants the magnetizer.
And this is the bigger version. Like I said, this is the second version of Kong that they made. He's actually taller and bigger than the original version of Kong. And until we get a 30 centimeter version of Kong from GVK, this is, in my opinion, the best one that you can go for right now. And like I said, the Skullcrawler is really amazing. It really is. You have Mutos, these other creatures, these new creatures, Behemoth. But they did a great job with the Skullcrawler that made me even a fan. So, but again, magnets, please be careful, and please be careful when you attach it to the base. But once you put it fully assembled, and once you pair it with Kong, you have yourself a great setup on your hands.
Excellent.
So that's pretty much it in my segment. So Kyle, you up next, good sir.
Oh no, actually, it's Christine's gift guides next.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready. So, so my goodies. Oh wait, David. Oh wait.
Wait.
Somebody give me the high five. Wait. Oh. Hey, you shush down there. You. So one of my favorite companies as of this year and last year too, that you just saw pop up there, Mondo. I mean, they have just been killing it, slaying it, knocking it out of the park lately with their kaiju merchandise. Like, I am very surprised, and the quality is great. So my little gifty guide here is from Mondo. So we've got a couple of great items up on their site right now that you can go and order. The first I'm going to talk about, which I wish I had it out here with me, I packed it away already. The Godzilla 2019, or actually no, I think it was the 2020. Yeah, because it goes with Kong. The Tiki Mug. The Tiki Mugs are really cool. If you guys haven't picked up one of the Tiki Mug, not only do they have Godzilla on there, they also have the Kong that came with the set. So, I mean, if you want to nab them both.
Yeah.
They are really fun, really well sculpted. They're heavy, like ceramic. And I mean, I got, let's see, they have the 74. I love the 74 is still available, but I mean, right now they still have the matte black Kong, and then the Godzilla, and then they have a Kong, and I think it's also black, so you can get a cool matching Tiki set from Godzilla versus Kong. And then, of course, we've got to talk about this amazing, beautiful Mothra statue because, wow, I mean, seriously, I think this is the best Mothra SOS sculpt that we have seen. I mean, the colors.
I agree.
I mean, look at the
and the
colors
detail.
on it.
These pictures don't do it justice. The detail when you see the each hair is sculpted on there.
Yeah.
I mean, Hector did a phenomenal job.
Insane. And so the special edition that oh god, I'm losing it here. What's your name? Leslie. I hate him so much I forgot his name. No, I love you.
What's your name?
So the premium statue.
That's gonna bring a world of heat next year, huh?
Oh yikes.
That guy down there, whoever that is. So they don't have the premium statue anymore. We can still get the standard, so it doesn't have the babies, but I mean, it has the beautiful egg. There's also a couple of Easter eggs hidden in and around the base that once you buy it, you can look and see for yourself what may be hidden.
And don't forget the back with the
we
fairies.
forgot to mention the little extras on there.
Yeah, there's some little. So I mean, you can't.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Look!
Isn't that cool? That is
so cool.
Now, is that on the
cool.
standard as well? Is that on
I think so.
Okay.
It's because the premium only has the babies.
Then on the front, we've got the symbol.
Yeah, the symbol.
Mm-hmm.
The symbol there. It's just pretty amazing.
There's a lot of really nice little Easter eggs that they tucked away in there for us. So.
And the cracks in the shell.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really see it with the glare, but
she looks so
even look at Leslie. Keith was saying the cracks in the shell just look so realistic the way they've done it. Just a phenomenal job. I can't.
Yeah, like they're just coming out with stuff left and right, and it's really exciting. And then also, this is available for pre-order still. The 54 Godzilla, so they're coming out with their museum statue line.
Pretty cool.
So
Nice.
the 54 is available for pre-order. I mean, really cool. It has like the poster version with the plane in his hand.
Nice.
I mean, a couple other ones I'll mention is they have the Hanna-Barbera, and then the Attack Peter one sold out. But I mean, keep an eye out because they are going to be releasing more of these statues. There's a few more in the line that's going to be coming out. But I mean, right now, go and pick yourself up one of these for Christmas or for someone that you love.
That's right. All three actually available on the Mondo site.
Yep,
Definitely
you can go
not
right
sold
on the
out.
site.
Right now.
All right.
Get shopping.
Thank you, Christine. All right. I
All
guess
right, what
that
do you
means
got here? I'm excited to hear what you got, Kyle.
now
It's
it's
your turn,
my
Kaijo.
turn.
Kaijo's turn.
All right, so I chose Cavity Colors as my retailer for this particular year, and as I mentioned earlier, 2020 and 2021 are blurring together to be like the year of me spending too much on T-shirts, and Cavity Colors is one of the reasons. They have done a phenomenal job with many of the properties that they license. But I specifically am going to talk about their Godzilla stuff. These are only three pieces. It's it was like too difficult for me to actually choose which ones. I like had 4 more that I wanted to share here, but basically,
Great stuff.
what they are really impressing me with this year are their long sleeves. The long sleeve Godzilla shirt on the left there, Night of Fire, which is also glow in the dark. The long sleeves
Oh.
actually have 2 different prints. There's like different icons on each sleeve.
That's so cool. I didn't
yeah.
notice that before. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take it.
I've never
That's-
really shopped for long sleeve shirts before, but this year has changed my mind on that.
I'd
I
have to
was
get
like,
that
I
one.
got that one. I was like, I'm saving this one for the winter. $40. It's a, you know, it's not, these are not cheap shirts, but they are nicely
They're
printed.
nice.
They're real shirts. And if I may take a moment to just say that even, you know, collect all monsters fan projects like this, a lot of people like us use stuff like Redbubble, TeePublic. Those I love them for being, you know, print on demand services, but the print quality is like basically an iron-on for your shirt. Real t-shirts are made with screen prints, guys. But seriously, like that's how t-shirts used to be made, and I think many companies are moving away from that. Toho has an official Amazon store where you can buy these like heat press versions of their artwork that gets put on t-shirts. So it's just, it's always good when I see somebody really putting some time and effort into making killer artwork on t-shirts that's made screen printed and it's going to last quite a long time. So that's a big deal to me. And so I wanted to highlight some of these guys. In addition to the Godzilla, the one in the middle there is a Hedorah shirt that was done by Jeff Zorno, friend of the Kaiju Cast and the show.
Friend of the show, yeah.
Cool.
And they do that. They reach out to artists and hire artists to do
great.
different stuff. The newest stuff that they have released, or just announced, I think last week, was the Biollante merchandise. And this one on the right here is a long sleeve design that I absolutely really love the design on the front. But those sleeves with the vines and everything coming down,
So cool.
it's rad, really
That's
rad.
really
Anyway, go
cool.
check them out. I'll have a link in the show notes to each of these products in our gift guide. And I do want to say one thing before we totally wrap up our gift guide. And that is that we are down a member today. John Ruffin is not here, but I will have a link in the show notes to his gift guide that he put together for my Kaiju. So you can check out the work that he did on his stuff.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to do
Lot
this.
of good stuff.
I love this, and hopefully, if you guys are out there, I'm guessing it's a little late to get any of this stuff by Christmas. But
okay.
if you are,
Absolutely, yeah.
if you're somebody who is just looking for like killer stuff, hopefully we can shed some light on some cool stuff for you guys out there.
That's why we do it.
That's why
Right?
we do it.
Hey Kyle, I got a favor. Can you go back
Yes,
to
sir.
your last image of the t-shirts for just a sec?
Yes, I can.
I just want to point out how groovy those sleeves are, and you've sold me. I'm going to order it as soon as we're done with this.
I got a hoodie.
Did you see this? What's on the 54? The Godzilla sleeves? It's just. See,
I got Sandra one.
I
got
the
Sandra
luck-
one.
I think I'm gonna get one
Lucky
of
Dragon
those.
number 5. It's got a trilobite. It's got the diving helmet. It's got Sarazawa's skeleton fish
I didn't see
footprint,
that.
and then the other side has, I think, the oxygen destroyer, a
a
tank,
tank
and
and a
a plane, and the footprint. That right there, that little detail on the sleeves, that sold it
I
for me.
think I need to go get one
That's
of those
really,
ones.
they really
Nice.
put attention to detail, because those are the nuances of that film, and the why that film is so awesome. And I think that's so cool. Thank you, Kyle, because I'm going to get one now.
Absolutely.
I know I'm gonna get one of the 54s too. I got one of the Biollante ones, but
See, cavity colors, you just got to hit us
Like,
up and we'll
couple
make
orders.
sales for you like immediately.
I'll wear it. I'll wear it on the next show.
Represent.
Sleeves. I'll wear it on my sleeve.
Sleeve it out. All right. So, well, that's going to do it for the Collect All Monsters holiday gift guide for this year. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching that. We do have one more segment, one big segment coming up after our intermission. And I also want to say thank you to the 40 people who are continually watching us on both YouTube and
Nice.
Facebook.
That's
You're awesome.
awesome.
When we come back, we'll say hello again. And
Nick Sides. Hey, Nick.
Yay, Nick's here. Yeah.
hey,
We love Nick.
I'll go throw people's names up in a little bit, but let's go ahead and go straight to our intermission. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
More coffee.
Enjoy.
Yeah.